the minimum number of satellites. So these satellites should be placed at 2 orbits. Come on. One is geostationary orbit, GT orbit. Geostationary orbit. Geostationary means the height of 36,000 kilometers from the ground. To keep a 1/3 of a, so this GT orbit means geostationary orbit and geosynchronous. Height is less. So what is the characteristic of geostationary satellites and geosynchronous? It looks same, but they are not same. They are not same. Geostationary, that means with respect to Earth, the satellite appear to be what? Stationary. Okay, now how would the satellite would be appear to be stationary with respect to the rotating Earth? So for that, it has to increase the height. It has to increase the height. It is spinning, but for that, it's keeping an eye always on that. Height has to be very high. So what is the height required for a geostationary orbit? Height is 636,000 kilometers. That is the height at that has been placed. Very high track. That means polar satellites you can launch it easily, but geostationary satellite is very difficult because height requirement is very high for the communication purposes. You got that 36,000 kilometers height. And second characteristic of geostationary is keep a track on the one time zone always 24/7. So that means it should rotate. It will revolve around the Earth within 24 hours. Take it around. Suppose Earth, this is the Earth, this is a satellite. Now this is the point they have to keep an eye. Now Earth is spinning on its own axis. So if the satellite is fixed, so this point will be moving away from the site of this satellite. So now to keep an eye on this always 24/7, satellite should not only stationary, it should not be, it keep an eye for that, it is also moving along with it. Isn't it or not? Come on, try. Samajh mein aa raha hai what I am telling? Satellite is at this height, 36,000 kilometers above the ground. Now when Earth is spinning, this is also revolving around it. So the rotation period is how much of the Earth? 24 hours. So now this satellite should move around the Earth in how many hours to come back to same? 24. That is the second requirement is 24 hours. Second requirement is what? 24 hours. That means satellite should place at the height of 36,000 kilometers plus it has a revolutionary period of 24 hours. Then only your satellite will become what? Geostationary. These are only two requirements. This is okay. Geosynchronous is easy. Is synchronized with the word. Please focus on the word, keyword. Geo means the Earth. Synchronized means they are synergy. They have the same kind of movement with the Earth. So only not height. Here only one condition is satisfied. What that is called? 24 hours. So come on, it's synchronous with the Earth. Right? Keep an eye on the same place. It is moving with the speed of 24 hours. It will cover the entire track. In one spin is 24 hours. One revolutionary track is also 24 hours. Geosynchronous means 24 hours period. Only one condition is satisfied here. So height will be less, right? 400, 500, 1000, 3000, 5000, whatever the kilometers. But height is not mandatory here. So what to make a world level communication network and navigational networks, some of the satellites, they're mixing both the satellites. They use some geostationary and some, because which is costly to place, come on, geostationary, because the height. So they're mixing both. So now to involve this is a costly affair. The two things are required. One is this is a very costly affair. Look at the technical problems. First is an amount of money required to place all these systems into the space is very high. Costly affair. Second problem is the technical expertise is required. So and that country should be good in space technology.